Started playing music when I was very young. I suppose it started when I was about 7 or 8. I got taken by drums, and I liked playing drums until about 12. I managed to play everything like pots, pans, and different kinds of... they didn't have Tupperwares in those days, so we had to do with paint tins and the dinner gong. I remember we didn't have cymbals either, so it's the dinner gong. But that lasted till I was 12, and then I wanted to get more mobile, so I switched to guitar. Because you could carry it around easier than a set of drums. Yeah, I think it was Red Sails in the Sunset. And the piece we were given was, we were offered who was going to play rhythm and who was going to play lead. And I remember thinking, well, I was the eldest, my brother was younger than me, and I thought, I'll play lead. Then I had all these dots, and he just had a chord chart. But yeah, that was my first tune, and I remember it was quite difficult, and I never went back for lessons again. But I always wanted to play like original, or be original, or seek original sounds out on the instrument, and right from when I was that age and starting off right until now, so on the oud. Well, my uncle, my grandfather played the oud, and my uncle was an exponent of the oud as well, and he showed me a few things on it. But being a guitarist and searching around, I actually had quite a few of the oud scales already underhand. But playing the oud is different to playing guitar, because firstly it's fretless, and one has to use your ear a lot, such as the positional study. You know that there you'll always get an E if you're in tune. On a guitar, if you play with E's, it'll always be E if you're in tune. On the, on the oud, you must got to find the expression of the note as well. There's many different expressions and microtones you use to express the notes. So I think, yeah, it's a difficult transition to make, but I think having heard a lot of it when I was younger in the music that my granny used to play at home, and it's a kind of inner kind of feel. The phrasing as well, particularly, is different on the oud. Use a lot of drone notes, open strings, and things like that. But you can play some bop on it as well, and you can do some nice African styled music, North African, Central, or you can use it for different expressions. It's got a really nice voice, expressive voice. We'll start the piece off by kind of doodling an idea up and developing it into a rhythmical concept, when the guys will feel the right moment to come in with him and develop that idea even further, and then it'll become a chorus. It'll develop to a chorus section, and then they'll go all into improvisation. So it's a kind of event, a sequence of events, rather than a specific composition. So this is how this eventually came about when I met Ashish and Priyesh Bana, a great Bansuri, it's an Indian flute player. They sort of put the sequence of events to me, and we came up with this idea called In the Mood for Oud, and it sets off the mood first with a couple of ideas, and then it gets into a groove and it explores the ideas. Comes to a percussive kind of interaction between Ashish and myself, which is what we said. We'll get to a percussion interaction, and we'll finish it off like a dump, and then we'll end off the tune with this little ditty idea. And that's how most of our tunes, when I play with Ashish, are constructed in that way, so that each night we can feel the audience, feel ourselves out, and see how we'd like to play that tune that night, you know. Well, it's a 12-string fretless instrument, yes. Well, you've got to be, firstly, you've got to be very, very sure that your instrument's in tune with itself, because each note is 2 strings. So each, it's a 6 course being 2 strings for each string. So those 2 have got to be exactly right together. If they're slightly out, as you go up the neck, they become worse, and you get some absurd things going on. It becomes impossible to play. So, but okay, that's just a standard requirement, you know, being in tune, all the strings. But yes, it has it's got quite a big voice because of the the nature of the double notes. So when you play 2 or 3 and 2 open strings at the same time, you can get quite a strong orchestral kind of sound. And if you even play chunky double stops and slide around, you get more for your money than doing that with just a 6-string fretless. So harmonics also become bigger. It's almost like a chorus effect, but not really octaves. But although some guys told me from Cameroon that they do tune it in Cameroon, they tune it in octaves all the way. All the strings are played tuned in octaves. Some of the players up in Cameroon. So we don't. The Arabic way is that it's just unisons. But I should try it one day.